So guys, right now we are headed to another fight in Johannesburg. And of course, the two political parties that will be fighting, it will be ActionSA and the Democratic Alliance. This time around, these two political parties will be squabbling over the incompetent mayor of Johannesburg, Dada Morero, and the Speaker of the Council, Ms. Nobuhle Mthembu. So let's get into the details of that. Ahead of his State of the City address on Wednesday, the Democratic Alliance filed a motion of no confidence against the incompetent mayor of Johannesburg, Dada Morero, citing that the guy is basically incompetent. This is what the DA says, and the DA wants this guy to vacate office. Good. Me, personally, guys, I am quite shocked that it took such a long time for a political party to come out to say that Dada Morero needs to vacate office. Because if it was according to me, this guy would have been impeached on the second day. Why? You remember when Dada Morero assumed the office, he told the residents of Johannesburg that, guys, do not expect much from me. I know that some of you are happy that the city has a new mayor. I know that some of you are actually hoping for new changes, but nothing much is going to change. This is basically what Dada Morero told the residents of Johannesburg. He told them that I am going to be an incompetent mayor that is not going to do anything for you. And that alone was supposed to be enough for this guy to be fired on the spot. And just when you thought that was worse, the same incompetent mayor of Johannesburg, Dada Morero, the audio leaked in that meeting of the ANC where this guy was basically advocating for the city to employ the illegal foreigners into the police force. And his reasoning was that most of these people that are committing crimes in Johannesburg, they are speaking the language that majority of our police force do not even understand. So instead of sitting down as a city, instead of saying that, guys, what is it that we can do as the city so that we don't deal with these problems? How can we empower our police force? Dada Morero said that let's hire illegal foreigners so that they can arrest the illegal foreigners. That's his logic. Dada Morero does not even think, or he didn't even think about how it was going to look like for South Africans to be arrested by illegal foreigners in their own country. No, he didn't even think about that. This guy was just like, okay, let's get ahead of this problem by hiring illegal foreigners to arrest their fellow illegal foreigners. What kind of a logic is that? What kind of a logic is that? And recently, this guy was in another scandal where he went in front of of television and told the South Africans that, guys, you know that we will be having a G20 summit in this country, and in Johannesburg we will have what we call the G20 routes. These are the routes that will be used to transport our guests, and we are going to make sure that those routes are clean. We are going to make sure that those routes do not have potholes. We are going to make sure that those routes have traffic lights. And the people were furious to say that, guy, are you telling us that you had the money and the resources to fix all of these things that we have been complaining about, but you failed to do that, but you are only going to do that for your friends that are going to come for the G20? What do you take us for? The people have been dying because of the potholes. The people have been robbed in the streets of Johannesburg because it is dark. There are not even traffic lights. But this guy actually had the audacity to go live on national television to tell South Africans that we will have the route. And these routes will be called the G20 routes that will be used to transport our guests so that we give our guests an impression that we are doing things in Johannesburg. Until today, the people are mad with him. The people are mad with him. This is the type of person that Dada Morero is. And this is the reason why I say that this guy should have been fired a long time ago. He should have been fired a long time ago. So this is what the Democratic Alliance is saying about the developments that are happening in Johannesburg.
We submitted the motion of no confidence because the mayor has failed in his duty and he neglected the residents of Johannesburg. A lot of unlawful decisions has been made under his leadership. And the unfortunate part, not only against the mayor, we've also submitted it against the speaker, because the speaker has given us a long speech of how she will hold this executive accountable, and residents are suffering and she's not holding the executive accountable. I'm sure you would also be aware that we've opened 2 criminal cases against senior officials at JPC with regards to some unlawful decisions that are not being implemented. There are recommendations by the SIU, there are recommendations by the Kampepe Commission of Inquiry, and none of these have been implemented. So these unlawful things are happening, and we are very sad that we are here, but unfortunately this is something that has to be done.
And guys, am I wrong, or is my memory serving me wrong? Is it Dada Morero who actually wanted to increase his security detail? Is this the same guy who actually wanted to increase his security detail? And I'm not going to be surprised if he's the same guy who actually wanted to increase his security detail. This guy has been utterly incompetent in Johannesburg, but at the same time, I do not blame him, because he did tell the residents of Johannesburg that I'm not going to do anything for you. I am not going to do anything for you. I'm not going to do that. If you think that I'm going to fight this criminality that is happening in the city, if you think that I'm going to stop these illegal foreigners that are hijacking the buildings in the middle of the city, if you think I'm going to do anything about these dirty roads of Johannesburg, if you think that I'm going to do anything about the sewage, if you think that I'm going to do anything about these brothels at every corner in Johannesburg, I am not going to do any of that. I'm not going to do any of that. But for some reason, the political parties, they didn't say anything about that. They didn't say anything about it until now, when the Democratic Alliance says that, no, guys, this guy actually needs to vacate. This guy needs to vacate. And I understand why this is a very critical moment of the Democratic Alliance. And if ActionSA is not here, they are going to cost ActionSA their credibility one more time. So the DA says that they believe that they have enough numbers to actually remove Dada Morero as the mayor of the city.
Are you sure we don't have the numbers? I can assure you we do have the numbers. We've been approached by political parties already that after we've made this public, that they are as frustrated with the current situation that is happening in the city of Johannesburg. Some of them do not want it to be public. And I can assure you that even among the ANC ranks, there are concerns about the current leadership and how residents are being treated and being neglected. So I can assure you we do have the numbers.
So ActionSA has released a statement after these developments in Johannesburg, saying that we are condemning the DA's motion of no confidence as a desperate attempt to distract from its failures. So I feel like it is quite a brilliant move on the side of the Democratic Alliance. And why do I say that? I say that because right now, ActionSA is forced to defend the ANC. ActionSA is forced to defend the ANC, and at this point, it looks like ActionSA will do everything in their power to defend the ANC, because in the city of Tshwane, they are serving at the behest of the ANC. The ANC can pull the plug at every given turn. So right now, ActionSA will have to put their bodies on the line to defend the African National Congress, and this is the reason why you will see ActionSA releasing a statement before the African National Congress. The mayor is from the guy from the ANC, but the ANC hasn't said anything, but ActionSA has already released a statement. So let's go through this statement of ActionSA. So it starts by saying that ActionSA notes the Democratic Alliance's announcement to table motions of no confidence in both the executive mayor of Johannesburg, Dada Morero, and the Speaker of the Council, Councillor Nobuhle Mthembu, as yet another opportunistic aimed at exploiting a city already in deep crisis. ActionSA continues to say that there is no denying the deep governance crisis that has crippled the city of Johannesburg. Basic services are failing, infrastructure is crumbling, and the residents have lost trust in their city's leadership. ActionSA has not hesitated to confront these failures, evident in our principled opposition to the adjustment budget that sought to impose an unfair 230 electricity surges on residents. So I want us to actually focus on the first step. I want us to focus on this first paragraph of ActionSA. ActionSA says that there is no denying the deep governance crisis that has crippled the city of Johannesburg. Basic services are failing, infrastructure is crumbling, and the residents have lost trust in the city's leadership. ActionSA has not hesitated to confront these failures, evident in our principled opposition to the adjustment budget that sought to impose an unfair 230 electricity surges on residents. So, if ActionSA denies that there's a deep governance there's a deep governance crisis in Johannesburg, if they do not deny that basic services are failing, if they do not deny that infrastructure is crumbling and the residents have lost trust in the city's leadership, why are they defending this guy? Why are they defending this guy? Or why are they defending this guy, and why are they also defending the Speaker of the Council, Nombuhle Mthembu? Because you have just acknowledged to the rest of the country that we understand that things are bad there. The guy that is in charge of that city, he doesn't know what the hell that he's doing. He doesn't know what the hell that he's doing. But at the same time, we don't want that guy to be removed, and we also don't want our councillor to be removed. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So how can you, on one hand, acknowledge that things are bad in Johannesburg, things are awful in Johannesburg? Anybody who has been to Johannesburg and the people that are living in Johannesburg, they can tell you that the things are bad in Johannesburg. But at the same time, you are saying that no, we are opposing to this motion of no confidence because we see it as opportunistic ploy aimed at exploiting a city already in deep crisis. So what do you expect the political parties to actually do? What do you expect the political parties to actually do? I don't understand. Like, this is one thing that I don't understand. I don't, because you cannot speak on both sides of your mouth. You cannot speak on both sides of your mouth. However, the DA's motion is not a sincere effort to restore sound governance. They say that the DA's motion, it is not a sincere effort to restore the sound governance. So, does it... You are going to acknowledge all of these things, but when someone comes and says that let's remove this guy that is incompetent, you're going to say, no, you are not sincere in your efforts. You are not sincere in your efforts. So what is it exactly are you doing? Because I think this is one thing that ActionSA needs to be very careful of, that them wanting to govern the city of Tshwane, if they are going to do that at all cost, this is going to cost the party. If this is one thing that the ActionSA needs to be aware of, is that if they want to govern the city of Tshwane at all cost, because right now they only have a puppet mayor in the city of Tshwane, they don't have the numbers in Tshwane. ANC can pull the plug at every given turn. If they want to govern the city of Tshwane at all cost, they must be careful, because this is going to destroy the party. However, the DA's motion, it is not a sincere effort to restore sound governance. It is a cheap ploy to deepen instability in an already broken city. The endless spinning of the mayoral council with any credible plan offers residents no relief. It is a distraction and must be exposed for truly what it is: political theater cloaked in hollow virtue. However, the DA's motion is not a sincere effort to restore sound governance. It is a cheap ploy to deepen instability in an already broken city. So you would rather have the ANC mayor keeping a broken city instead of having a political party that you hate declaring that this guy must be removed. So what is it are these people actually choosing? Are they choosing that the ANC must continue to run the city? And they acknowledge that the ANC has basically broken the city. But at the same time, they are saying, no, it is not a sincere effort. I don't understand. I don't understand. So everything that the Democratic Alliance do, according to ActionSA, it is just a opportunistic ploy. This is what ActionSA says. Everything that the Democratic Alliance do, it is a cheap ploy. So they are okay with how the city of Johannesburg is being governed, because they cannot say anything about how ANC does things in Gauteng, because if they dare challenge the ANC in Gauteng, then it's over with them in the city of Tshwane. So this is what they will have to go out and say to the people so that they can keep their positions in the city of Tshwane. Quite unbelievable. Quite unbelievable. So ActionSA also talks about the DA's track of record of hypocrisy and collapse. It must be clearly stated that the DA was at the center of collapsing its own multi-party government in Johannesburg, led by Mayor Upholds. At a critical moment when compromise would have been preserved a stable government, ActionSA offered to sacrifice two out of our 3 executive seats to accommodate the Patriotic Alliance, a good faith proposed that the DA arrogantly rejected. So right now, you are going to defend what is happening right now with what has happened before. So are you telling the people that they deserve the kind of governance that they have right now because of what you think the DA has done wrong in the past? Can you just imagine that, guy? Can you just imagine that? No, we are not going to listen to the DA right now because the DA has also made mistakes when they were in the same position. So we are not going to fix the ANC. We are not going to condemn the ANC. We are not going to say anything about the mess that has been done by this incompetent mayor of the ANC because the DA has done something in the past. This is what these people are saying. They are just, what do they call? They are just diverting attention from the issues that are being discussed currently. So they continue to say that this refusal to save their own mayor opened the door for the ANC-led coalition that now governs the city. The DA's refusal to share power in the interest of the residents directly contributed to the dysfunction they now claim to oppose. Johannesburg continues to bear the cost of their political. I don't know this word, guys. Intransigence. What is intransigence, guys? This refusal to save their own mayor opened the door for the ANC-led coalition that now governs the city. The DA's refusal to share the power in the interest of the residents directly contributed to the dysfunction now they claim to oppose. Johannesburg continues to bear the cost of their political intransigence. Ooh, what quite a big word, man. I don't know what intransigence says. So now, ActionSA talks about the speaker and the DA's misplaced accusation. They say that Councillor Nobuhle Mthembu, Speaker of the Council and the representative of ActionSA, has constitutional responsibility to uphold the order and impartially in council proceedings. While we reject the DA's deliberate misinterpretation of her conduct, ActionSA remains committed to accountability. All our public representatives are subject to monthly internal performance reviews to ensure they uphold the highest standards of the public service. Ironically, Speaker Mthembu has been at the forefront of leading the city's integrated development plan public participation process, a process the DA and its councillors have consistently chosen to disregard. While the IDP's public participation sessions continue until the 12th of May 2025, providing residents with a vital opportunity to influence service delivery and budget priorities, the DA ward councillors have consistently failed to attend or mobilize their communities to participate. This ActionSA has big ways, man. I don't want to lie. Whoever writes these speeches for ActionSA, man, is trying to get us to bite our tongues. Oh. This dereliction of duty directly undermines the democratic process and lays bare the DA's hypocrisy. It raises a serious question about whether the tabling of this motion is a deliberate attempt to deflect from their own failures at grassroots levels. So, ActionSA continues to say that instead of engaging meaningfully in governance, the DA has resorted to political grandstanding, issuing motions and press statements while neglecting the residents they claim to represent. So, if you say that these people have resorted to political grandstanding, issuing motions and press statements while neglecting the very residents they claim to represent, the residents of Johannesburg that are voting for the DA, they don't want Dada Morero. And they are quite happy with the motion of no confidence being filed against Dada Morero. So you cannot say that you guys are just political grandstanding by issuing these motions of no confidences and press statements while you are neglecting the residents that you claim to represent. No, this political party is representing its own residents. They are representing their own residents because the people that voted for the DA, I am quite sure that they don't want anything to do with Dada Morero. So ActionSA's position and ongoing commitment. ActionSA says that ActionSA reaffirms our commitment to placing residents above political expediency and will not be drawn into reckless acts of destabilization as we have consistently done every matter before the council. We will scrutinize the DA's motion to determine whether they are genuinely serve the public interest. ActionSA reaffirms our commitment to placing residents above political expediency, and we will not be drawn into reckless acts of destabilization as we have consistently done with every matter before the council. We will scrutinize the DA's motion to determine whether they genuinely serve the public interest. So, do you think that Dada Morero being a mayor of Johannesburg, it serves the public interest? Do you think that Dada Morero being the mayor of Johannesburg, it serves the public interest? Because this is the only question that I would ask an ActionSA member. Do you think having Dada Morero as the mayor of Johannesburg, do you think that serves the public interest? And how does having a very incompetent mayor who has been honest with the people of Johannesburg, telling them that, guys, I'm not going to do anything for you, how is that serving the people's interest? How? Because right now, it sounds like the ActionSA is deflecting by saying that, no, you guys are not perfect. You guys are not perfect. But they are not talking about the issue that is being discussed at hand. The fact that Dada Morero has collapsed Johannesburg and the fact that this guy needs to go. They are not talking about that. They are not talking about that. The DA's decision to table these motions without first engaging other parties underscores a clear lack of constructive intent. But here, the DA did say that they've spoken with other political parties.
Are you sure we don't have the numbers? I can assure you we do have the numbers. We've been approached by political parties already that after we've made this public, that they are as frustrated with the current situation that is happening in the city of Johannesburg. Some of them do not want it to be public. And I can assure you that even among the ANC ranks, there are concerns about the current leadership and how residents are being treated and being neglected. So I can assure you we do have the numbers.
So ActionSA says that the DA's decision to table these motions without first engaging other political parties underscores a clear lack of constructive intent. Their refusal to consult, even while knowing that no single party holds a majority and that a successful motion requires 136 councils, exposes the performative nature of their actions. I think ActionSA does not understand that if this motion of no confidence that has been proposed by the DA, if it fails, it is going to say a lot about the political parties that actually kept Dada Morero as the mayor of Johannesburg than it says about a political party that has issued that motion. It says a lot about the political parties that will be voting to keep Dada Morero as the mayor of Johannesburg. So this is a trap, and they are hoping that it fails. They are hoping that the whole country sees you guys defending Dada Morero. The same way that you guys voted for the VAT increase, this is the same trap that you are going to fall into. And unfortunately, ActionSA is too emotional to actually realize that the DA right now is setting the trap. They are setting the trap because they want this motion to fail, because if this motion fails, the political parties that actually kept Dada Morero as the mayor of Johannesburg, they are going to pay. They are going to pay, just like with the political parties that actually voted for the VAT increase. They are still going to pay. This is a trap. ActionSA needs to realize that this is a trap. This is a trap, and the ANC, for the fact that the ANC hasn't said anything, and they are saying, ActionSA, put your body on the line and defend us with your body. It smells bad. It smells bad. With over 70 councillors, especially after losing a crucial ward to the Patriotic Alliance, it is evident that the DA's approach, it is not about building consensus to address the city's governance challenges, but rather about grandstanding and undermining any real effort to solve these issues. But the thing is that, Dada Morero said he is not going to address any of the governance challenges. This guy said, I'm not going to do anything. There's nothing much that is going to change. This is what he said. This is what he said. So you cannot say that another political party's approach is not about building a consensus to address the city's governance challenges. The mayor already said that he's not going to challenge these. He's not going to to address these challenges. This is what Dada Morero said. He said he is not going to address these challenges. So it doesn't matter if you sit down with him and say that, man, you know, we need to fix that road that was blasted by the pipes, and it has been years right now. We need to fix that. Dada Morero is going to say no. We need to do something about these sewages in the streets of Johannesburg. Dada Morero is going to say no. This guy basically told the people that he's not going to do anything, and there's nothing much that the people should expect from him. So ActionSA continues to say that ActionSA believes in building coalitions that serve with purpose and stability, and remain committed to working with all stakeholders to strengthen governance wherever possible. A strong case is in point is the city of Tshwane, which was on the brink but now continues to record meaningful process through focused leadership and collaboration. I see what you guys did right there. A strong case in point is in the city of Tshwane, which was on the brink. You remember the serious brink? I think ActionSA was trying to be funny here, but now continues to record meaningful process through focused leadership and collaboration. Johannesburg does not need more drama or theatrical motions. It needs leadership, service delivery, and real accountability. But these are things that they have been spoken about. These are things that are spoken about in the motion of no confidence. These are things that are spoken about in the motion of confidence: leadership, service delivery, and accountability. There is no leadership in the city of Tshwane, in Johannesburg. There is no service delivery in Johannesburg, and there is no accountability. So what do you want other political parties to do? I don't understand. That is the part of ActionSA will continue to work, not in pursuit of headlines or political point scoring, but guided by a sincere commitment to fix South Africa and put residents first. So ActionSA was quite quick to condemn the Democratic Alliance for actually filing this motion of no confidence against a clearly incompetent mayor of Johannesburg, Dada Morero. Guys, this is going to be a fight. But I believe that this is a trap, and ActionSA is not sure, and it does not realize that this is a trap that has been set for them. And if they allow the DA to do this for them, man, the DA is going to destroy that political party. Right now, the DA has already destroyed like what? I would say like 40 or 50% of the supporters of ActionSA. Most of the people that used to vote for ActionSA, I don't think they are going to vote for ActionSA in 2026, because they've actually realized what ActionSA would actually do to get in power. They've realized that the ActionSA voting with the ANC and defending the ANC. Right now, ActionSA, they are laying on the road defending the ANC with their own body, instead of just talking about the issues that are happening in Johannesburg. Stop saying that we want to sit down and discuss and see how we can resolve these issues. Dada Morero told you, the mayor of Johannesburg told you that he's not interested in resolving any of these issues. So I don't know what the hell that are you talking about, saying that we need to sit down and actually resolve these issues. Guys, please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button, and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.